Hello, so welcome to day 4 of the Age Freely Fitness and Wellness 14-day workshop to gain back control of your body during the menopause transition and build lean body composition. So yesterday I went into a lot of detail about the Age Freely Matrix and talked about the evidence-based principles in terms of what fitness and lifestyle actions we can take to turn things around. So counteract that decline in hormones, which really causes us to lose lean body composition and gain fat and put on weight. There is a very good reason why that is happening. And I went through HIIT, strength training, nutrition, and reducing cortisol, all as really critical factors and essential factors to turn things around. And unfortunately, hormone replacement therapy, while it does a lot of good, and I myself am on it, I really have to rely on fitness and nutrition and reducing my stress and activating my parasympathetic drive to turn things around for me. And today I want to talk a little bit about how you might be feeling about all of that. And often what happens when we kind of learn about something that we know can work for us, what sort of things get in the way of that, whether there's sort of internal stressors or external reasons. There's all sorts of things that get in the way of our lifestyle. And at this stage of life, I mean, let's be honest, it's particularly hard. Many of us are perhaps at the peak of our careers. We're often described as being in the sandwich generation. We've got kids, we've got aging parents. If you don't have kids, I mean, there's a whole other layer of stressors out there in the world. Our jobs can be tremendously stressful, but let's add on the fact that when we're in the menopause transition, whether it's perimenopause or postmenopause, we also experience a tremendous amount of stress. And the reason is that our cortisol response is much higher during the menopause transition. And then we have all these symptoms. We're tired, we're not getting enough sleep. Whether it's hot flashes or anxiety, depression, I mean, the list goes on. And, the thought of having to incorporate regular training and hard training can be, really quite overwhelming, and to many it can seem unattainable. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today and check in with all of you about how you're feeling. So there is an exercise at the end of this this presentation I'm giving you right now, and I really do encourage you to start to think about what are some of the things you could see getting in your way of adopting the Age Freely Matrix and starting to change how you train, how you eat, and how you get through your day. And one of the things I do want to say is we don't change habits all at once. We do need to know what our goals are, and we need to stay very focused on that. And then we need to know what actions we need to take to get there. But it doesn't mean that we're going to be perfect all at once. And I think more than ever, women are feeling that need to be perfect and do everything right. And this is a time where we can say, you know what? We know what we need to do, and we're going to work at it every day. And maybe it's one habit that I work on this week, maybe it's strength training, and then next week I start to work on my protein intake or something like that. But in terms of some of the internal stressors, some of the things that can get in our way, for sure, it's often feeling like, how the heck am I even going to do this? I've worked out my whole life, but I haven't lifted heavy weights. How will I even get there? I can't even imagine meal planning. I barely can get through the day, just getting my kids' lunches ready, getting to work, getting home. I'm burning the candle at both ends. So how am I going to meal plan? How will I incorporate HIIT? It seems like a lot of work. It seems really intense. Or I love doing all of that, but I just feel like I don't have enough time. So I want you to really start to think about what are some of those sort of feelings and emotions that come up when you think about incorporating a new program like this into your life. And then, beyond the emotions, think about some of the actual real external realities for you. You may have a job that requires 8 to 9 hours a day. You may be commuting there to and from work. You may not be getting, you may not have access to a gym, or you don't go to a gym and you're intimidated to go to a gym. So really think about what are some of those internal and external reasons for you feeling doubtful about your ability to do this. And, if you're really gung-ho and you're like, I've got this, I'm going to do this, I'm so excited, that's amazing. You might want to dig a little bit deeper and think about, what are some of the things that potentially could get in your way, or what are some things you really need to plan for in order to be successful. I know for me, what's critical is timing. I generally work out in the morning. I get up quite early. I do need to really work on my sleep so that I can get enough sleep so I can get to my workouts in the morning. I often like to work out with a friend. I often think about how good I feel after I work out. And the wonderful thing about the fitness aspect and the nutrition aspect is they help with our other symptoms as well. So it's not just about our lean body composition. There's so many benefits to incorporating the H-Freely matrix into your life. I really need accountability. So I track my food. I work with my own personal online trainer. She can see what I'm eating every day. She prescribes my workouts, and she's my support system. So that's huge for me. And it is an investment for me, but it is also something that has been completely life-changing. And I'd much rather give up, certain things in my life in order to have that accountability and that consistency. So I'm going to leave it at that. I know yesterday was a lot of information, so I'm hoping you're digesting it. If you haven't had a chance to listen to that talk that I gave yesterday, it's really worth the time. You can throw in your earbuds and even go for a walk. You don't even have to watch the video itself. And if you did watch it, what I would suggest is start thinking, as I said, about those internal and external sort of stressors or reasons that might get in the way for you as you move forward in this program.